What's going on? 22 here, and welcome to my room tour video. Alright, so this is it. This right here is the comic book room. One of the reasons why I haven't really ever done one is because this room's not finished. Like, I've been in here for, I don't know, 4 years or so now, close to 4 years, and I still just have not finished it, per the moving blanket that's over the pocket door entry right there. All these shelving that has not been stained and sanded down and all that other jazz. But this is what I have, and I do enjoy it, so maybe this will give me motivation to sit there and actually get this room together the way it should be. But let's start checking out the room. We will start over here by the door. I've got posters and stuff like that on the wall as you come in. This is a J. Scott Campbell Savage Hulk poster. This was my oldest poster back when she was like collecting comic books or doing comic book things with me, and then as she got older she got out of it, and so I've kind of inherited her collection. So yeah, that's one of the things from her. And then over here is my Ghostbusters 2 poster from when I was a child. So this is an original movie theater poster. My mother knew somebody who worked at the movie theater and wound up getting me hooked up with this because I was a pretty big Ghostbuster fan as a kid. So that's that. And then another one of my oldest posters, Scotty Young, Avengers vs. X-Men poster. Cute little poster, and like I said, I just inherited it. If you'll look up here at the top, I've got tons of action figures, and I am, for the most part, an inbox collector. And yeah, this is where I've been keeping all my action figures at. So we've got some Batman 66, we got a Joker right there, we've got the Riddler as well, Catwoman, that's another inheritance from my oldest. We've got a retro Lion-O and Mumm-Ra. Picked those up at Walmart years ago. Pretty sure my honey got me this. This is a Pirate Spawn, which is one of my favorite action figures. The detail is just amazing. We've got Winston Zeddemore. I don't have that pulled out. This was an exclusive at Walmart right here. This is Miles Morales. This is the first Miles Morales action figure that's ever come out. And this was during the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. Oh no, Amazing Spider-Man movie. I apologize. That first Andrew Garfield one. We've got the this special, I can't remember what, it's Big Showtime. I can't remember which outfit it is, but it's another Spider-Man. And then we've got, of course, the Iron Man armors up here. Some of my favorite ones. I need to finish this out. I need to find, I think there's 2 more that I'm missing. I need to find those and go ahead and grab those and finish that collection out. Here starts the Ghostbusters section. That's a ghost trap. I love how all the boxes of this stuff match. That's probably my favorite part of all this. We got Venkman, we got Spangler. Spangler is my favorite Ghostbuster of all of them. We got Ray, and I'm missing Winston. That's my second favorite Ghostbuster. It's Winston, so I gotta get him. There's Dana, there's Gozer. Missing another Venkman. This is the slimed version of Venkman. That's what I'm missing there. Spangler, Ray. Missing another Winston. Those are the only 3 action figures that I'm missing really from the normal line of these figures. So these are from Afterlife. There's Venkman, Ray, Zeddemore, and then this is there's Podcast, Lucky, Trevor, and then we've got Phoebe with the Ghost Spangler. Freaking awesome get. Got it from one of my best friends. Found it at Target. I think it was a Target exclusive actually. So I was super excited and happy to have that. and then got an Ecto-1 from Afterlife. Let's move back over here to this shelf section. We have got a TIE Fighter, which I'm done. I don't want to have it anymore. So I need to like load it up and get rid of it. The springs in it fell out. It never would like stay latched in, and I found that this was like a normal problem with that TIE Fighter. It was just a redone one from like Walmart, so I found it on sale. My folks actually got me this Spider-Man Homecoming official movie edition like spider drone, and it's pretty freaking awesome actually. I've attempted to fly it a couple times, and I just do not have the good wings for it yet. So that's pretty fun drone there. Got Ghostbusters Ecto-1 and Ecto-2. I believe this is from the female Ghostbuster movie. We have got this Marvel Superheroes. This is an original, and it's got some of like my Iron Man action figures that have been loose. It's got Spider-Man's in there. It's got I think Captain America from Secret Wars collection, things like that. This is the DC one, another original case. It's got several Batman in it. It's got a Robin. It's got some of the, I can't remember if they're superpowers or not. They're definitely like, there's a Kenner Batman in there and things like that. So fun stuff that's in there. We got a nice little Riddler from animated series. It's from one of the like Burger King or McDonald's action figures. Funkos, I don't get a whole lot of Funkos. I like them, but I don't get a whole lot of them. But these are the ones that I have. This Ragnarok Hulk I thought was pretty awesome. Of course, the Hulk Buster. I think that was one of my first ones actually. And then the Thing I thought would go really well with the Hulk, so picked him up. And then we've got, what is this? The Drowning. This was on sale at Target for like, I don't know, $7-8. It's freaking awesome. I love the McFarlane stuff. And then I got this Batman because I picked up his motorcycle. So I never read Dark Knight's Metal. I just think that they're cool, and they were like super cheap. Got another Ghostbusters like candy toy thing. It plays music and songs. My youngest absolutely loves it. Another mini Funko. And then of course we got Thanos Copter with the Infinity Gauntlet behind it. We'll get another look at that here in a minute. Ghost Rider, we've got the Charger right there, Hot Wheels. We have got a 3D Blu-ray edition of Amazing Spider-Man 2, and this is the head of Electro, and yes, it does actually light up. So, I think it's cool. We've got the Robert Pattinson Batmobile, something new I just got here recently from my folks. Got the Milano, and then this is a Magneto helmet that I actually made. It's done out of fiberglass in Carbondo. So, yeah. There's that Infinity Gauntlet again. We've got another original case, X-Men. I got a bunch of X-Men figures in there from my childhood. Ones that I've picked up here and there. Halloween mask. We got the mask from Jim Carrey's The Mask. And we're not going to talk about number 2. We've got my favorite Michael Myers from Halloween. That was an attempt at making a Voldemort mask to flatten out my nose and make my eyebrows big. So, yeah. That was a good first attempt, but that's about it. Got the Homer Mobile, Hot Wheels. Love picking up Hot Wheels that are from TV shows and movies and things like that, like actual cars that were in those things. That's kind of, and the stuff that I enjoy. Like, I'm not a Knight Rider fan, so you're not going to see Kit in here, but I am a Simpsons fan, so you're going to see that. That is a 3D Batman that my son got me for my birthday one year, or Father's Day or something like that. Pretty awesome. More McFarlane right here. The Dark Knight. I love that suit. It's one of my favorite suits. We got the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman right here. We got the Margot Robbie Harley Quinn from the Suicide. No. That was what was that from? Oh, was that from Suicide? That was probably from Suicide Squad. There's a Zatanna floating around here somewhere. I don't know where she is. There's the Black Hulk from the X-Men. pretty I like that one. I want the blue one as well. There's a blue one. There's Executioner in the back, Sauron, Professor X. There's the back of those McFarlane figures, and then I got onto some books. Actually, some books now. So I got a nice little Walking Dead collection here. Those are hardbacks in the back, and then I got trades coming through here. This is a Batman 3D book right there. This is my TNT books from the run before the one that's out now. This is a Scarface trade. This is the first 2 Saga volumes right there. Green Lantern, Death of Superman. This is Batman Prey, Batman the Animated Series. Got some adult coloring books, Spider-Man coloring book, and then a Thundercats coloring book. This Spider-Man coloring book is actually really, really freaking old. Like, this is like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man when I picked that up. I like to pick up first editions of books, especially like mainstream popular ones. So this is A Dance with Dragons. That's a first edition, first print. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, first edition, first print. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. That was my first Overstreet price guide that I ever bought when I first got into comic books, like back again. This is a computer program, CGI computer program that I was working on as far as like trying to learn and stuff like that. Mike Grail, Life is Drawing Without an Eraser, Stan Lee's How to Write Comic Books, because I got several things like that. I got the DC Coloring and Lettering, DC Penciling, DC Writing Comics, and DC Creating Comics. Like, I have ideas for comic books, and I would love to like actually get them out one day, and maybe one day eventually I'll have like the courage to actually do it. I don't know, but Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom hardback right here. Found that at a thrift store, and I love Indiana Jones. One of my favorite. This book right here, Overstreet Guide to Grading Comics. That is the best grading book ever, hands down. This is where I've learned everything from, on top of like sending books to CGC. I can't recommend that book enough. Comic Book CPR, I think a lot of people have that like to clean and press books. So it's got good information in there. Start Your Sketch, Anatomy. This is a fantastic anatomy book for drawing like bodies and stuff. Drawing on the right side of the brain. Yeah, stuff like that. Here we go. We got novelizations of Nightfall, Death of Superman, Final Crisis, Secret Wars. This is a Iron Man index. It's got like Tales of Suspense all the way through like a certain volume of Iron Man. It's fantastic. I found this for really, really cheap at Second Control one day. Super glad I found that. Terminator 2. These are 2 novelizations. I don't know if they're continuations or what. I'm missing one, and that's only because I can't find it in hardcover. So, Walking Dead, Road to Woodbury, Fall of the Governor Part 2, Descent and Invasion, and Search and Destroy. I've not read any of these, but I do like The Walking Dead, and so, again, I like to get first prints, first editions, and stuff like that. And one day I'll read them. One day. Sherlock Holmes, found that at a thrift store. Sherlock Holmes is one of my favorite characters in all history. Again, I kind of gravitate towards intelligent characters characters that are written intelligently. Hannibal Rising. We've got The Lost World. Now this right here, this is not a first print. This is Jurassic Park, the original, and I can't remember what printing it is, but it was a hardcover, and I was super excited to find it because I don't have a actual Jurassic Park yet. Darkly Dreaming Dexter. This is all from like that Dexter TV show on Showtime, and this version of Darkly Dreaming Dexter is like an advanced copy, and then that, I can't remember what kind of copy that is, and that's like my reader copy. And these paperback ones right here, these are advanced reader copies, and then these are the hardbacks. Some of them go with them, some of them don't. And yeah, I got fascinated with this whole advanced reader copy thing, this idea that, you know, you could get something before a first printing. That I just thought that was cool. Move down here. We've got Percy Jackson. I got really big into reading Percy Jackson before the TV show came out. I think the movie came out, and that's why I was into it. I read up until book 3, I think. I think I got to Titan's Curse, and then I just stopped. So, yeah. A Harry Potter book. A Black Widow novelization. Black Widow Forever Read. Never read it. There's the another paperback version of Game of Thrones. Here's that of the T2 book, but it's in paperback. These are really cool. I remember these from like when I was a kid and stuff like that. Novelizations of the X-Men, just in paperback form. They're pretty small too, so love those. DC Universe, Inheritance. Here's a Wonder Woman one. Stephen King, The Gunslinger. I've always wanted to read this and just have never ever done it, and so it kind of aggravates me. And as we get back over here, it's going to be a little difficult to see because of the way that I got it set up, but here's a nice little Thundercats paperback thing that I found. Hardcover of X-Men Empire's End. And this section of books is, what is it called? It is Heroes of Olympus is what it is. And this version is, the House of Hades. But it's part of that whole Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, or Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It's written by the same writer. I'm pretty sure it's part of that same world. So, I'll pull this book out to show y'all, because this is probably one of my favorite ones that I've picked up. And it's Stephen King's The Shining. It is hardcover, and it's a first print. So, it's not in the best condition, considering that giant rip, but it does have the dust jacket, and like I said, it's first print, first edition, and pretty cool. Pretty cool to have a first of the Stephen King, especially like a big name like The Shining. So, awesome movie with Jack Nicholson. Alright, so now, it's been forever since I've actually gamed, but here is my gaming setup. Like I said, I have not actually finished doing everything, so you've got outlets back there that need to be fixed and at least have the covers put on there, and I just haven't done it yet. But original Xbox right there, it does work. At least last time it did work. It should still work. This was my brother's. I think he loaned it to me, so I do need to take care of that. PlayStation 3 right there. That's the only PlayStation 3 that's working. These other two are not. They have red light issues that beep. So I gotta figure those out. That's a PlayStation 4, of course. And then some of the games that I have for it right now. My son has been on the Lego Mario venture right there. I got him that from the Gadsden Collector-Con. Paid $5 for it. Pretty awesome pickup. Guardians of the Galaxy was the last game that I played, and my son was playing it as well. So there's that. I love the Assassin's Creed stuff. I've not played hardly any of it. And when I mean hardly any of it, I think the last thing I played was the beginning of Black Sail, and then half the original or something like that. So let's see, these binders are from my cards. I do want to kind of finish some of my cards. So my card sets, hey, here we go. Here's memory lane. Y'all remember Pogs? Yeah, got several Jordan Pogs. So I don't know what to do with them. I want more sheets. I want to finish that set out. The wallpaper you see in the back here, this is actually from 1970 whatever, and I have a roll of it over there. So I intend on putting it somewhere else in this room. But yeah, the whole inside of this cubby is that DC 1970s wallpaper, which is really cool because they've got Captain Marvel, Shazam on it as well. So here's some other big books, and these are they're just massive books. We've got a DC encyclopedia. I've got a lot of Superman stuff because one of my best friends is big into Superman, the one that helped me get the Ghostbuster stuff. He's big into Superman, so he had these. And he no longer wanted them, and he wound up giving them to me. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It's almost like a D&D book or something like that. I don't know. I found it at the thrift store. Pretty cool. Batman. Love this Dark Knight manual. That's got some behind-the-scenes stuff in it. My folks wound up giving me this Garfield the Cat Volume 1 because they knew I loved Garfield as a kid. DC Comics cover art book. Iron Man, Art of Iron Man 3. I don't care what y'all say about Iron Man 3. It had some awesome visuals. Batman the Animated Series pop-up book. That's pretty fun. My oldest gave me this giant Marvel book right here. That's pretty cool. These are like posters of The Walking Dead. And they used to be these actors were traveling around there for a bit. And so the idea was I was going to take these to cons and have them sign them. And then nobody really started coming to the cons anymore. So I was like, oh, fantastic. Old Donkey Kong. I can't remember how old this is, but one of those old, this is 1961. So, no, apologies, 1981. So, yeah. It's not a redone one. That's actually from 1980. Like I said, nice moving carpet. This was the first Marvel poster that I bought back 14, 15 years ago when I started getting back into comics. I just really like this poster. It has every single Marvel hero at that time on there. Thought it was really, really awesome. This poster, this canvas over here, my honey painted me, and I think that was when my son was getting ready to be born. She painted that and made that for me, so pretty awesome. Let's pan down real quick, and we've got my heat press right there. Nice little tray that keeps my cords and controllers and stuff like that. A stack of my notebooks for various things like the top 10 alternatives, or when I'm sitting there getting books and trying to flip them or whatever, I put the grades, the name of the book and the grade and all that other kind of jazz. Ideas, there's a book over there for ideas of YouTube videos, all kinds of stuff. Got a stack of comic books for my kids whenever they come in here, so that they can actually I can hand them a book and not worry about whether or not they're gonna mess it up, because they just want to be in here with Dad and hang out with Dad and do what Dad's doing. He's reading comic books, so they want to read comic books too. So I have a stack specifically just for them to be able to here. It doesn't matter what you do with it. Of course, I'm not condoning them tearing up books or anything like that, but I encourage them here, you want this. My 4-year-old, she can't read, but she still wants to sit there and look at a book. You know what I mean? And so this gives her a way to sit there and hang out with me and do stuff with that. My son, he's got most of his own books, so he'll just gotta bring his own stuff in here. But every now and then, he doesn't have any Batman or anything like that. He's like, I don't want to read Batman, so I got a Batman in that bra. So stuff like that. Give me a few minutes. I'll clean off that chest, and we'll talk about the things that are in that chest, because that chest is pretty cool. Over here is pretty much where all my videos, all that stuff happens is over here. So this is a fold up desk that never gets folded up, but I've got my YouTube mic right here, at least for the most part. When I'm doing recorded videos, I usually do this one. This is my podcast mic right there for when I'm doing the podcast, or if I'm doing top 10 alternatives. We've got my steamer right there for when I steam books. Got the water for it as well. Got a nice little stand for either lights, or most of the time my camera that's right here. Anchor, I believe it's Anchor, yeah. Camera, and then that box right there, we'll open that up here in a minute. Repurposed PC case to act as a side table with a piece of wood. I've got these cool lightsabers that used to light up. No, they still do. Now that I've got the one lit up, of course we gotta get the other one going, so bear with me as I lean over. There you go. And then my oldest got me this Star Wars plaque. This is from I think it's the story of episode 1 or something like that into episode 4 of Tatooine. So pretty cool. Got all the animated voice actors except for the original Shredder, which I'm pretty positive he is dead, and the original Splinter. But everybody else I need Peter Laird on there because I do have Kevin Eastman. There's the voice for Mikey. He also did Splinter and Shredder in later seasons, but they weren't supposed to ever be aired. So, but I still haven't put it on there anyways because I may never get another Splinter or Shredder. Voice for Leo also did Rocksteady. Renee Jackson did April O'Neil. Barry did Donnie and Bebop. And then Rob Paul did Raphael. And I believe he did others, and I just didn't know it at the time because Renee was the first one that I got signed, and then Rob was the second, and then Kevin Eastman was the third. Of course, Ecto 1. Got these cool... Oh no, Corky fell. Shout out Bottom Tier Collector on that one. I like these little micro deals. But this is the 1960s Batman stuff. You even got the Joker mobile. That's probably like one of my first introductions to like comic book stuff. As I remember watching like 1960s Batman with my pop. Good times. Good times. So it's his fault. Y'all all blame him. Alright. I love these Hot Wheels Batman. Like, I love the cards that they have, and I love the different vehicles that we're getting. That's an armored Batmobile from Dark Knight Returns. There's, you know, Penguin's duck. I actually got to see that in real life in the World of Wheels one year, and I still remember that to this day. It was pretty cool. So, animated series Batmobile, and then the Batwing from the animated series as well. And then I found this, I believe in Five Below, but yeah, the Technodrome Turtle Blimp Party Van. Like, that's a fantastic one. I'm super excited about that. I gotta find a better place to hide, like, show those. So, let's see. Like I said, there's my desk. So, nothing fun, not really anything to it. We've got a guitar with an amp, and I know enough to sound horrible, so as far as that goes. But over here, there's a lot of tubes. So these have got like official movie theater posters like in them. I think this one has like 2 of the original Saw movie posters, and they spell out Saw. I'm missing, I think, the letter A. That also may have my Turtles VHS poster in there that I've gotten signed by several voice actors and actors from the original Turtles movie, along with Kevin Eastman. He did a remark on it. And then I can't remember what all was in that one. That's pretty bad if I can't remember. So, let's see. Let's look over here. All right. So we'll back up. This is the main wall, main attraction. All my short boxes on one wall. Well, not all of them, but most all of them. We'll start at the top here. We got an Optimus Prime. He's missing a little exhaust pipe right here, but he still looks freaking awesome the way he is. We've got Storm. She is missing fingers. This was actually given to me, though. Daredevil. He's in good shape. Nothing wrong with him. Got Dark Knight. Love that costume. He's good. I have 2 of this guy right here. I got one right here, and I got one over there, because when I bought him off of eBay, well, I think he was broken. Can I feel? Yeah, this one right here was broken. And I hit up the seller and I said, hey, my Batman's broken. He was like, no worries, I'll send you another one. Which then kind of had me worried, because I'm like, how do you have more than one? But whatever. Love the Jim Lee Batman in the back. There's nothing wrong with him. This one, though, is my favorite. Like Batman sitting on a throne. My honey got me this one for like Valentine's Day one year. His ear is broke, but I don't care. I love this statue, and I'm good with that. This is like the first one that I think I ever bought. So that's a cool one. Pretty fun. Hal Jordan, love that statue. And then we've got the ring from the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. Say what you want, I don't care. I thought it was fun. But this was from, again, this is part of my oldest collection, and I have inherited it. That's a model from when I was younger. I remember my mother gave me that. She bought that for me. Hellboy bust. Love this Hellboy bust. It's fantastic. And then we've got, this is a book that I found on eBay that was supposedly signed by Mike Mignola. I got it authenticated through CBCS at the time, because everyone knows I did it, and got an 8.5. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Alright. I don't know how I'm going to do this. We'll give it our best go. Okay, so we've got boxes, and that's just the top row. Then we got a whole nother row, and then we got that row, and then that row, and then we got the floor. Alright, so we're going to start over here real quick, and we're going to hit the side. This is my favorite covers box. These are like keys, loan keys, alright? This is Iron Man, 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 and this is Iron Man. These are all like just different volumes of Iron Man. We've got my slab box, one of my slab boxes. This is, what is this box? This box is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right here. This is the volume before where we're at right now. So, yeah, it's just that volume. This is like magazine stuff. So there's like Image magazine in here, along with like Car and Driver and stuff like that, like just cool magazines. My TMNT, like issue 1 smaller, so it didn't need to be on here, but issues 2, 3, and 4, I have all those. They're in here as well. This is Hellboy and Saga, which anybody out there who wants Saga, hit me up, because I have like 1 through whatever's current. Like 1's like a 5th printing or something, but everything else is first. This is Walking Dead, a mixture of the original and deluxe. So, again, so we're on the second shelf now. So Iron Man. This right here, this whole row, all these boxes are like series that I'm working on. So none of these are finished runs or anything like that. This is all stuff that I'm working on, and that's how I like keep from having to move stuff all the time. I have this row right here of stuff that's incomplete, and then I have this row down here of stuff that is complete. Now this box right here, this is all just Daredevil Volume 2. So Brian Michael Bendis, David Mack did some covers on there. I can't remember I think Kevin Smith did the first story arc of this. Anyways, but that's all, like this box. That's all completed stuff. All completed runs. Well, I apologize. This box is not. It starts here. So Daredevil on these 3 boxes. They're all completed. This is incomplete, and I think this is pretty much X-Men. And that's it. Again, Iron Man. And then Iron Man. This is my Marvel Civil War box, so I think pretty much the entire Civil War storyline, including all tie-ins, is in this box. This is other Marvel storylines that are either complete or incomplete. This is my other Walking Dead box to finish out the whole Volume 1 and Deluxe. This is DC storylines, complete and incomplete. Like Infinite Crisis will be in here, and Doomsday Clock, and things like that. Blackest Night. I was doing Flashpoint, but I'm thinking getting rid of all that. And then this is like Batman storylines. So the Dark Knight would be in here, and the White Knight would be in here, and stuff like that. 3 Jokers. Yeah. So this is my supply box. It's just a little filing cabinet box, but I have my Dymo label maker right here for all my dividers. I can put names on them. I got all my modern backing boards right here, and then I got some that have bags already on them, and then I've got my Mylars for my modern, and I'll put like my polys. I don't do modern polys, so I really pretty much recycle and do Mylar for the modern stuff. Here's my Silver Age backing board backers, and then I do polys with pre-done tape. And then I've got Mylar for the silvers. This is going in my Golden Age stuff here, and then Golden Age Mylars. And then I got magazine boards. Now, I just cut the magazine boards down to Golden Age size because I don't deal with enough to have both. So, and then I've got magazine boards in the back. But yeah, I think this is a fantastic, like, you know, tip. If you're looking to organize your stuff, just get a filing box. Works out fantastic. Oh, we're gonna go through that chest. Give me a moment. Let me get the chest ready. Okay, so as for the chest has got all of my retro gaming stuff in it. So we've got an original Super Nintendo, or I apologize, original Nintendo with games. I got Jeopardy, Double Dare, Jaws, Super Mario Brothers. I got 2 things of Tetris, Friday the 13th, shout out Dope Comics, and then of course TMNT for the Nintendo. I can't think of what I may be missing as far as like what I would want, but Super Nintendo next up. So we got an original Super Nintendo, got Toy Story, got Donkey Kong Country, let's see, Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, we got All-Star, Super Mario, yes, Batman Returns, bam, Captain America and the Avengers, fantastic, Killer Instinct, this is a favorite of mine growing up. What is this? Oh, The Lion King, yes. Mortal Kombat 2, of course, and 3. The Simpsons. Bart Nightmare. No, that's not the best one of the Simpsons, but it's still Simpsons. Oh, yes. Spider-Man, Separation Anxiety. I forgot I had some of these. Spider-Man. Yeah, just Spider-Man. And Street Fighter 2. Shout out to Hyper Combo Comics. And then as for Sega, we don't have a whole lot in here for Sega, but we got the Sega Genesis right here. I can't remember. I'm assuming this is like I can't remember what bit it is or anything like that. Sonic Pinball. This is my original. The Sega is my original. Sonic Pinball is my original. X-Men, though, that was a game that I freaking loved. And I can't remember how I got this or when I got it, but I'm super excited that I do have it. I don't even know if it had all the stuff on the inside. I'm just glad that I got the case. So I remember playing that game. Love that game. And then Sonic 2, that was my original as well. So, but yeah, that is the chest. Alright, now I'm about to take you into this back room, okay? And in this back room, we listen and we don't judge, alright? This back room used to be my oldest bedroom. She has moved out, and we had it as like a spare bedroom where somebody could come and ain't nobody staying with us. Ain't nobody staying with us. So we're now talking about doing something different with it, and it's become a catch-all room on top of that, but it's a catch-all for mostly my stuff, is what it boils down to. And so the idea is to turn this into like a video game movie type room. That's the idea of what we're going for. So again, hopefully I can just get on the ball and actually get stuff done. So maybe this will help. But there's a shelf in here that I really want y'all to see, so that's why I'm taking y'all in here. So just be warned. Yep. This is it. So over here, we've got a box of more Iron Man books. These are like limited series. And then down below, that's my Fried Pie Variants box. Yes, I've got a box just for Fried Pie Variants. That's my second box of slabs right there. This is packing material for books, because we all know I sell books. There's some comic book DVDs and video games down in there. Some more little supplies. this is my A-OK pile. So for all those that I've told you, hey, like, I've got a book for you, I'm going to A-OK it to you, like, I promise I do. They're in this pile. That was given to me by my son. It's going to go up here. And I've got a bookcase that's going to go down there. And we're going to put my Marvel Comics trades in that bookcase. It's going to look fantastic when I get there. This bed is not going to be a bed anymore. It's going to turn into like a futon style sofa deal. And these books right here are not going to be there because this for sure is going to go into the Purge. So I've been sorting that out for the next Purge preview. And then some of this stuff may as well. But this over here is what I really was wanting to show y'all. That is an original Batman movie theater poster. That is a Hulkbuster cutout. It's pretty fun. Got that as a gift, birthday gift one year from my honey and the kids. That is an original Amazing Spider-Man poster back there. I bought that originally for like my son, and I don't think he ever cared. So, found this on clearance at like Ollie's for like $5. I love the yellow and red suit. It's one of my favorites. I inherited that from my oldest. I got that from my best friend. That was another Ollie's pickup. And then picked that up at Walmart. It was on sale. Love Rocket. One of my favorites. Coin Bank. Oh, he's chipped. I didn't know he was chipped. When did he get chipped? Oh, that's annoying. Batman Coin Bank. Harley Quinn Coin Bank. Another inherited piece. Iron Man statue. He is the one that does not have any fingers, but I don't care because he's awesome and I have plans for him. So I really wanted y'all to see this bottom part of the shelf. Here are my trades, my Marvel ones. This is Captain America Sam Wilson. This is the complete collection, although it says volume 1, so I don't know how it could be the complete collection if it's volume 1. And then we've got Daredevil, Hell to Pay, and Cruel and Unusual. These are from the Ed Brubaker run. This is part of the Mark Waid run right here. You got volumes 1 through 4. I need to read this because if I like it, then I may just get the omnibus of that. Eternals, the complete collection from Jack Kirby. I got this just because I don't really know anything about the Eternals, and it was all the whole series in one book. I was like, fantastic. Gambit, love Gambit, he's my guy. Before Channing Tatum was Gambit. Iron Man 2, Public Identity, of course, because it's Iron Man. More trades, but this is the DC side of trades. We've got Justice League of America, the Silver Age, 1 and 2. We've got Kingdom Come. We've got Sandman Volume 1, Sandman Volume 2. Alan Moore Swamp Thing. This is 4, 5, and 6. And then we got Swamp Thing by Grant Morrison. And is it Mark Miller? Maybe so. And there's some more Miller right there of Swamp Thing. So 1 and 2. I think there's 3 volumes of that Swamp Thing. And there's 6 total of the Alan Moore. Go on down. Oh, these are more of my shipping supplies. So we got, the fancy Comically Comics podcast tape right there. We got the tape measure. We've got packing, the painter's tape. Well, I guess. Let's see, we've got my first omnibus ever, Doctor Strange. Super excited about that. We got an Invincible Iron Man hardcover right there. Thor: God of Thunder by Jason Aaron. So excited about that. That's one of my favorites. Gideon Falls Volume 2 hardcover. This is the Lone Ranger hardcover from Dynamite. Picked that up for $1. This right here. This is The Last Ronin. Apologies. And it's the Books A Million, which is like a fried pie variant. Like, what? So excited to get that. Alright, Archie, get out of the way. Alright, we've got Batman Golden Age Omnibus 1 and 3. We've got Batman the Killing Joke right here. Hardcover, Deceased hardcover, Green Lantern, the Sinestro Horror War, I think that's volume 1 and 2, hardcover, Shazam by Jeff Johns, hardcover. Now this this is pretty much the Shazam movie with, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. Anyways, we all know that one Shazam, the first Shazam movie. And there were backup stories in all the Justice League 52 books. So this has got them all compiled into one hardcover. It's a great story. It's just like the movie. It's fantastic. And then Watchmen, which, by the way, I've never read Watchmen. So I need to read that and see if I even like it. I'm going to go ahead and show you all these boxes behind me because, oh my goodness, there's so many boxes behind me. But yeah, they are organized. I promise you. And I'm about to tell you what all's in them.
I was editing this and somehow I didn't get any of this recorded. So here we go. Starting on the top left, that box right there, that is my trade box. I was starting a blog spot so that people could go and like find things that they may want to trade me, books that I didn't mind trading, that I didn't think I could get good value as far as like money wise. So that's what that box is. The box beneath it, that is my eBay box of mainly like single issue books. So that's like all my stuff that's on eBay. If it sells, I know exactly where it's at. The box below that right there is my box of like Batman and Spawn. I have ginormous runs of Batman and Spawn that are on eBay, and so I just have those two in their own box. The Batman is from volume 3 of Batman. Most of it is the Tom King, and what was the guy that got it after Tom King? Can't remember the writer's name, but maybe is it James Tynion? He might have done some. Anyways, yeah, it's his stuff. Alright, so now the next tower of boxes. That one on top, the white one, that is my indie box. So it's got like indie keys in it, number ones, things that have gotten option, things like that I've picked up for really cheap. The box below it, there's actually 2 boxes of that same size, like front to back. And those are like my slabs that I'm selling. That's what all is in all those boxes. The stuff in the middle, that's like stuff that I've decided I need to get rid of. So I'm in the process of getting rid of that. Next stack of white boxes. The one on top are my DC keys. And the one on the bottom are like DC runs that I have that I'm trying to sell. Like all these boxes are books that are up for sale. The next tower of boxes, the brown Amazon box on top, that is like a giveaway / maybe sell, more giveaway though. I usually have like DC number 1s in there and Marvel number 1s in there, and then my seasonal books, so like any Valentine's Day, Christmas, Halloween, stuff like that. And those are the ones that I give away in the top 10 alternatives. So that's more or less just like a giveaway box. The next 2 below the Amazon one, those are cover boxes. The one in the middle, that is a ratio and fried pie variant box. So another section of giveaway books. Really, I give away a lot of ratios, or try to anyways, on the top 10 alternatives. And then of course I love to give fried pies away as well. And then the box below that are covers from like specific artists, and they are separated by artists. So there'll be like a J. Scott Campbell section. There'll be a Gabriel Dell'Otto section, if I ever give any Gabriel Dell'Otto books away. But just, famous artists, Adam Hughes, people like that, they kind of have their own books. And so sometimes I'll give those away, and then, of course I'll have them like to sell and stuff. The last and final tower of boxes on the right are Marvel books. So the top one, you have got Marvel minor keys, and then the one in the middle, you've got like the Marvel like keys, and then the one on the bottom is like Marvel runs. So yeah, that's all my giveaway, trade, sell books that I have. So, and that's why I want to get this knocked down to like maybe 5 boxes. Like what I have right now is just too much, way too much, and I need to get a good bit of this knocked down. And I'd like to have 5 or 6 like sell boxes, and then just a good giveaway box. In theory, that would be like what I would like to have eventually. So that's the plan. That's the goal.
Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the room tour. Maybe I just scratched the surface. I don't know. Like I said, I hope this gets me like what I need to actually finish out this room and make it everything I always envisioned it to be, especially in that back room over there. Excited to get that going, and probably more excited to get that going right now than anything else. That is the room tour. YouTube thinks you will enjoy some more nerdiness right here like this, so go check that out if you want to binge some more nerdy content. Outside of that, thank y'all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram, eBay, shortbox22_comics. You can also find me on the Comically Comics podcast each and every Monday, and on our YouTube channel. Once again, thank y'all so much for watching, and as always, y'all have a good one.